Fishing is one of the most relaxing activities you can ever do. Just casting out your line, waiting for that fish to bite, it doesn't get much better than that. Today, I'm with my best mates Xavier and Matt. You know what? I'll let these guys introduce themselves.
Hi, my name's Xavier. I enjoy anything outdoors, fishing, camping, stuff like that. I really enjoy fishing because it's just a way to get together with friends and just enjoy the outdoors, really.
Hey, my name's Matt. Growing up as a kid, I was always the kid that would be outdoors and always out doing stuff. Loved fishing. I think fishing's just an escape for me. Getting outside, being out in nature, just enjoying the day. It's real peaceful. Love catching fish, seeing what I can get. It's a good challenge.
Yeah, me and Matt, we actually been friends for a while now. We met in school. We just clicked instantly and like the same things. We like outdoors, so we just kind of enjoy each other's company out in the outdoors, really.
Over the past few weeks, Xavier, Matt and I have been on the water in search for a monster. We've been all the way up to the Brisbane River and we've gone all the way down to Jacobs Well in search for it. Now you may be thinking, what is this monster that I am talking about? Well, Xavier, take it away.
At this spot, actually, we were casting our rods out and just having a good time, and I was talking to my mates, and I looked back over and a fish had actually taken my rod. That rod actually meant a lot to me because my dad gave it to me when I was little, and I've been using it ever since. So it was really hard for me to see that rod get lost. So I've actually been on the hunt to try and find that fish because it was a really hard day for me, actually.
Riverside Parklands was the very first spot we ever went to during our hunt. This area is very close to the original location where Xavier lost his rod, so we thought this area might be a good place to try out. After some time gliding down the river, soaking in the scenery and scoping out potential fishing spots, we decided to drop the anchor and cast a few lines. A few minutes had passed with the lines in the water and one of the boys were on.
Oh my god! Get it on camera, boys. Holy, we've got the monster.
After catching that monster catfish, we decided to go onto a sandbank, cast out a few more lines, and go for a swim.
Get out of the water. We gotta hunt sharks.
The second trip was down at Tingalpa at Bullumba Creek, but I'm pretty sure you're sick of my voice by now, so let's just get Matt to recount the day.
Yeah, I feel like on the second trip, when we first went in the waters, I got the boat in. It was nice and high tide. It was really easy to get the boat in. Fair bit of traveling to get to where we needed to go. Took the rods out. Again, a few nibbles. Wasn't really getting too much. As we were driving the tinny, a mullet came flying into the boat, which was pretty good. We thought we were going to get pretty lucky after that one, but didn't get too much. Imagine I went to a job interview, I'd be cooked. Eventually a little too far out onto the port. Definitely copped some big waves, almost capsized us, so we had to definitely turn around and head back in. Yeah, so we headed back to the car, and we saw the boat ramp, and it was basically really low tide, and we weren't prepared for it, and we had a bit of a struggle to get the boat back onto the trailer. Probably about a 6 out of 10. Could have been better.
Cabbage Tree Point down at Jacobs Well was our very last chance of catching the monster. The previous trips, we've caught bare bone to nothing, so today, it's all or nothing.
This was going to be the very big trip. This is the one where we properly planned it out, picked the location. We had Jacob pick it. It was near Jacobs Well. Took the boat out there. Good weather, flat water, everything was good. Bit of a big current.
Yeah, so on the third day, we actually we went to Jacobs Well. It was a beautiful day out. No wind, it was really glassy, perfect weather. We went to a few spots that we knew there were fish. Caught a few fish at first. There were a lot of bites when we put our rods out. And I actually caught a really big fish that day.
Xavier did a cast, and about 2 minutes of it sitting there on the bottom, he got a big hit. He was getting crazy, he started reeling it in, and it was pretty good, and then got it up onto the boat, started flicking everywhere. It was going crazy, and
I'm not too sure if that was the one that took my rod, so I'm gonna keep going at it and just try and find that fish, and hopefully one day we'll get there, because that's what my dad would want.
Yeah, I also caught a big flathead. Wasn't as big as Xavier's, but it was still pretty decent size.
After catching that giant flathead, we decided it was time for some lunch. So we went to a sandbank and had some snags. Although we forgot to bring utensils, so we had to use a stick to flip the sausages. With the monster fish caught, snags in our stomach, the sun was getting low, so it was now time to head home. But I have one final question for you, Xavier. Even though that wasn't the monster fish that took your rod, will you ever stop fishing?
No, I don't think I will. It's a good time to get out with your mates and just have a good time, and at the end of the day, kind of things happen. You just got to move on with life and just have a good time and realize that not everything's going to go how you want it to.
Explain the first trip we went on.
We went fishing.
What did we do? We went on a boat, we went up the river, where'd we go?
That spot over there looks big.
Okay.
Closed the gate. I turned left.
No.
And then I turned right.
We're almost there. Survival instinct's kicking in. I'm gonna have to actually think about what I'm gonna say, like on the spot. I don't think I'm just gonna be like, who am I? Like, how do I even answer? Oh, my name's Matt.
And then I turned left again. And then I went down the main road. And then I turned right.
Run. You've lost your rod, go. I mean, like,
What do you mean run? I'm
and turn around, hands in your head, go, oh no.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit nervous. This is the BTS cut.